MMA freaky dicky wiki 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 Welcome to MMA Freak. Hello, welcome to this week's edition of the MMA Freak Show. I'm Matthew Salzer, and it is finally here. My analysis on the combat sports fight of the century, which, considering that it's the 21st century really isn't that far in. It's kind of easy to say, but we'll just say in history. The combat sports fight of the century. Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather Jr. Boxing versus MMA in boxing. So this is a pretty significant fight. When we thought that boxing couldn't get any better with finally getting Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, now we have this. Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor. This is very significant. I'm surprised it's actually happening. I feel like the fight needs to get a more in-depth analysis and also just the background of the idea of crossovers. I did do a previous top 10 list about boxers that crossed over into MMA. I will do a little bit of analysis on the opposite, and also I'll mention some of those previous crossovers. Like I said, won't spend too much time on that just because of the fact that I've already done that. So with that, here's my breakdown of Floyd Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
So first and foremost, this is by no means a new concept. As I said in a previous video, some rather notable boxers have had anything from great success to failures. Great success would be people like Holly Holm and Eric Butterbean Esch, people who you wouldn't think would normally be able to succeed, did very well in MMA. Holly Holm won the UFC championship. Butterbean won a regional promotions super heavyweight championship. Then you've had moderate successes like Jessica Rakoczy, Mia St. James, Elena Reed. One could say arguably Ray Mercer. And then you had the train treks, Muhammad Ali, James Toney, Ricardo Mayorga, Art Jamison. Those are examples of boxers crossing over into MMA, but you've also had KJ Noon. All had more than 10 boxing fights under their records, and they still did very well, both inside and outside the cage. Even fighters that had 1 or 2 boxing matches under their record. Vitor Belfort, Donald Cerrone, Nick Diaz, Don Fry, and then also kickboxers like Mark Hunt and Jerome Labanner. All these guys and gals fought in some way or another in boxing. However, the reason why this fight, Conor McGregor versus Floyd Mayweather Jr., is being praised as the greatest combat sports event in history is because it's the first time you've had 2 multi-weight class champions fighting was arguably their specialty. Conor McGregor, despite being an MMA champion, is a striker. That is his bread and butter. It is the same with Floyd Mayweather Jr. Floyd has made his career on boxing. That is why this is such a big event. You have 2 historical champions. And one thing to remember is Conor McGregor is not done. He is only just beginning. He hasn't even defended his lightweight title. So one could argue that the sky is the limit for him. And just to get something out of the way, to say that Floyd Mayweather is not the favorite would be a lie. Floyd Mayweather is the favorite. The betting odds say so, but if there's anything that we've learned, never trust the odds. Now that could happen more in MMA than it can in boxing, where in MMA there's a range of possibilities. Anything can happen, whereas in boxing, it's rather rare to see an upset. Gone are the days of Muhammad Ali being given a run for his money with a journeyman fighter, or Mike Tyson being upset by, again, a journeyman fighter. Upsets are rather rare in boxing. However, to say that Conor McGregor doesn't have a chance is a lie. He certainly has a chance. Just the fact that he's stepping into the ring means that he has a chance. Now, any analysis wouldn't be complete without analyzing each side. Looking at Floyd Mayweather, he is the favorite. He is the most experienced fighter. He is the boxer. He has fought quite a few times, and he's won titles across 5 different weight classes. That is not an easy feat. He's also got a really tricky counterpuncher style that could spell difficulty for McGregor. However, looking at McGregor, he is the younger fighter. He is arguably in his physical prime, who's gained the recent accomplishments. Now, arguably, one could say he's also a counter striker, but he could also definitely be the aggressor. And he's got nothing to lose. He is the MMA fighter going into boxing. He's expected to lose, as the odds keepers are saying. However, he cannot be counted out. He's got knockout power, he's got athleticism, and he's got the ability to be able to back up his smack talk. That's another thing, is the 2 are known for being smack talk. And another thing to remember is that these payouts are huge. We're talking at least 10 digits for both fighters. It could be the highest grossing pay-per-view ever. And this is partially why Dana White actually agreed with it. He does have to pay off a $4.2 billion price tag after all. But one also has to remember that this could open something up much larger. There's been long time talks between Anderson Silva and Roy Jones Jr. with Anderson Silva in the twilight of his MMA career. That could possibly happen. This in fact should have been on the undercard. And Stipe Miocic has also been throwing his hat into the ring as well, and we all know that his boxing is definitely probably one of the better parts of MMA. He's arguably got some of the best boxing in the heavyweight division. Now, whether anything like this happens again is to be determined, but one thing is certain, all eyes will be on this fight come August 26th at the T-Mobile Arena in Nevada. And that's our analysis on McGregor versus Mayweather. Want to see any other single topics or want to see any other top 10 lists? Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Also leave comments below. I'm Matthew from MMA Freak, and I'll see you next time.